Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm Nye. We're going to be continuing our building exploration, looking for items, looking for treasure chests. Let's see how we're doing right now, actually, while we're at it. So for lucky emblems, we found 3 of them. They've been a little bit all over the place, and I'm assuming that they're going to be time-oriented too, so we'll kind of keep an eye on that. As for treasure chests, we have found more than half of them, but we still have plenty to look for. So we're going to be on the lookout for those as well. I don't actually legitimately remember which building we were exploring last we played. So we're going to go take a look, see what we can find. Let's go check over here real quick. I don't think I can go any further this way, so we can't do that. So yeah, I don't remember which actual building we were exploring last time. I think this was our next building to explore, if I remember correctly, because I was looking for a building with a very distinct look to it on the minimap, and this building is kind of good for that. Was trying to get a good night's sleep tonight. Usually I don't do that, or well, this past night, not tonight. Usually I don't do that. I'm not a very good person when it comes to, sleeping well. I have a habit of, like, going to bed at, like, 2 a.m. to wake up at 10:30. And, that sounds good in a nutshell. And then you kind of realize that, well, I'm not really giving myself that much time, because it takes people time to, time to actually fall asleep. It definitely takes me time to fall asleep. Not as long nowadays as it used to. It used to, I used to lay in bed for several hours at a time, maybe an hour at a time, trying to find that magical quality that would let me sleep. Basically, it was very much a let me thing, at least in my mind. What is this? Well, that's a thing. But it was very much a let me sleep thing in my mind. It felt like something was actively preventing me. But yeah, so, nowadays... Okay. Is there a treasure chest on this bridge? And if not, why not? There should be. There is not.
I bet we'll find some ingredients around here.
I bet we will too. We got some rice.
The yummy stuff little chef will whip up with this.
Was that a treasure chest? That is. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it was very much it used to be very much a thing. Now it's not so much. But I was trying to get some good sleep. So I did, put my head down about midnight because my broadcast day, which is the joke I like to make. My broadcast day does not actually start until, typically, 9:30 to 10. It kind of depends on what I have going that day in terms of clients, but, usually, I don't actually have to get started until, about 10 o'clock, which is kind of a nice thing. And because I work from home, I get to kind of just roll out of bed just straight onto my laptop. And it's like, you know what? Just straight onto here. My laptop, my work laptop, is typically left running, so I don't have to really wait for it to boot up. Usually, there are exceptions to that, but usually I'm just ready to go. So what's nice about this is I can literally just say, okay, let's let me plan to have, to go to sleep at, midnight, 1, 2, and wake up, give myself like 30 minutes to go. Make breakfast, make coffee, whatever I'm, hankering for that morning, and then I'm good to go. Just kind of looking around here. This little bouncy pad usually indicates something. That's kind of that's an interesting thing right there. I see a Mickey. We're gonna have to go and actually get that though. So yeah, that's how it usually goes, and for the most part, it does work out like that, which I'm a little bit surprised. I'm gonna have to be up. That's fine. We're gonna go down first. Usually it does work out like that, but today I don't know. I don't know what happened today.
Hope we find some ingredients around here.
But you know, I put my head down like I expected to around midnight after doing the last batch of recording for Kingdom Hearts, and then around 6:30 in the morning, apparently it was time to wake up. I don't know what it was. I don't know if my body just said enough's enough or what, because there was no
Nice.
big chest. How to play baseball. Okay, I mean, if you want to teach me, I'm not good at baseball, so I'm glad that you're gonna teach me what to do. But yeah, I guess my body just said, like, you know, hey, you're not do not expect sleep. You know, do not expect to be able to have that. You're going to sit here and you're going to lie down. And you know, I do what I think a lot of people do in that situation, which is I try to sleep anyways. Like, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna put my head back down, and I'm gonna try to get some more sleep, and we will see what happens. It's like, no. It's like, nope, you are done. Okay, I don't think there's anything else up here. Okay, are there any Mickey things on the ground level? I still haven't seen what I've been expecting to see, which is like, you know, hidden Mickeys below me when I'm way up high on the on these buildings. Let's go ahead and start at the ground again. Which is one of those, it's one of those weird things. Like, what I've expected to see is like, you know, I'll be way up high on these buildings at the top, and I'll look down, and I guess smaller buildings will be in the shape of a Mickey or something like that. That's what I've been expecting to happen, and you might say that's exactly what has not happened. You might say it because that's true. Interesting billboard. Why would you have a billboard in an alley? Did I check? Did I check over here? I kind of didn't acknowledge the fact there was this lower set of areas on this building. But yeah, I tried to rest and, you know, and relax a little bit more. Had my dog to cuddle up with, which is, you know, I actually sleep worse when she's not here, which thankfully does not happen much. But you know, there are times like when you know, I'm about to go out of town or something like that, and I have to, you know, drop her off at the boarding place early, where it's like, well, you know, you're just not gonna, you just don't get to keep her with you today. This is obnoxious. There we go. Is there any platforms around the edge of this thing? No. Well, this mountain, yes, this man-made mountain that I am currently crawling all over. Oh, yeah, but this building has had absolutely nothing in it. Do we have anything down here? Nope. What is the point and purpose of that bounce pad? I'm assuming that particular bounce pad is there for one of the, I guess one of the point score runs. That's about right. So yeah, it kind of sucked. So I'm like, okay, well, I have a somewhat long day today. It's not going to be a bad day by any stretch of the imagination. But, you know, my day today is slightly longer than it is usually, because I have my normal work day and then magic afterwards. So my day is slightly longer in general, and then you combine the fact that I made it, like, you know, 4 hours longer by not sleeping. And then, of course, you know, there's the other, you know, problem that because of, wow, imagine you being such an amazing and accomplished drummer that you can put up a billboard for people to learn how to drum from you. Is that the dream? Okay, looks like we got another building that's kind of like this. See, look, rock drumming. Rock drumming from Owen Stein. Okay, well, I'm expecting that we're probably going to have a Mickey on one of the billboards, probably. I just got to find out which one. Anything up here? I mean, this looks like it would have something on it. It does not. There we go. Okay. Next one. We are rapidly running out of buildings to check on. Like the sky-high structures that we are checking on here. I mean, I'm running out of them. There's, you know, 4 of them left, if that. And then we're out. Then we have no more of these large buildings to explore. Oh, hello. We got garlic. I have no idea what Donald is talking about when he says that. Like, is that an indication that there's supposed to be a, you know, a lucky emblem in the area that I have yet to find? Oh, hello. Does this little hidden passageway have anything useful? Nope. Nothing whatsoever. And this guy's sandwiches are so good, he can afford a billboard. Man, I'm just looking at these things, and it's like, man, where are all of the hidden Mickeys? Okay, how am I supposed to get up there? I can't jump from over there. Can I double jump from right here? Now it's just come from over here. Hold on. Maybe not, actually. If you actually look at this, okay, maybe. Hold on. Maybe I can do this. Yep, because I see a treasure chest up there. Oh, no. This double jump nonsense is driving me nuts. Oh, there's 3 treasure chests up here. Okay. Apparently, this is indicative of how hard it's supposed to be to get up here. Mega potion and mega ether. No, I'm getting up. Thank you. Okay, well, that is kind of all she wrote when it comes to, you know, mega structures. We have a couple more buildings that we're going to get to explore. And then I got to figure out where these last couple of treasure chests are. So we got something more in the... Oh, do not want. Oh, hello. I love people who are like that. You know, specifically the people who are like, yeah, I can figure out how he did whatever he did. It's cute. It's really fun to hear people, you know, talk about stuff like that. Like, it's, you know, every so often I get I used to be, like, huge into magicians when I was a kid. Like, I would, you know, whatever, I think it was just, like, HBO or something like that, would have those, you know, like, big magician shows of, you know, people like, you know, Copperfield and like that. The Amazing Jonathan, when he would show up. I think he was usually Comedy Central, if I remember correctly. But, you know, The Amazing Jonathan, whenever he would show up, stuff like that. You know, it would, I would watch those all the time. And, you know, I lost it over the course of the years, not because Magic got any less fun or interesting, but because a lot of the magicians would be very similar. You know, they would have this, you know, haughty look on their face and, you know, the I'm too cool for you look on their face. And, you know, they would, you know, do tricks that were, you know, fairly similar. It was, you know, oh, hey, look at my rendition of the cups and balls trick. And it's like, yeah, this trick's been around for a very long time. I mean, many magicians who are better than you have done, you know, their versions of it. Their patter was much better than yours. You know, that is, you know, that's the thing. So what are you doing to differentiate yourself? Well, I do Ben Stiller's Blue Steel when I do it. Oh, okay, cool. But, like, that was, you know, that was about all there is to it. For a lot of these guys, like, the only thing they do is they purse their lips in a slightly different way. And that is their, oh my god, really? That's where a chest is? That's obnoxious. How are we doing? Okay, missing 7. It's not bad. Have we gotten all the games now? All the Classic Kingdom games? No, we're still missing these two. And that one. So we're missing 3 Classic Kingdom games, and I bet you 2 of them... Oh, hello.
Let's see.
I bet you 2 of them are on billboards in Twilight Town that I just haven't seen yet. We'll go looking. But yeah, it's like, you know, I guess they thought they were too cool for school or something. Like, that is the impression that I always got off of, you know, a lot of the magicians. It was just that, yeah, we're, you know, this is the coolest thing. And to be fair, going in front of a fairly large crowd that all think that you're a hack and, you know, wowing them is admittedly very cool. Admittedly less so when, you know, you have that one douchebag in the crowd who is, yeah, I know how he does it. He does this, this, and this, and just ruins it for the entire crowd. You know, that's less cool. And then there was this, I guess, lawsuit from a couple of folks for, I want to say it was Copperfield, that, you know, some folks supposedly got injured in the recording of one of his tricks. And the lawsuit necessitated explaining how the trick worked in order to combat against the lawsuit. That was significantly less cool. But, you know, you, okay, we got a couple more built rooftops, and then we're done. And we didn't exactly do terrible. We only have, like, 6 chests left to go, but the problem is, I've done a fairly exhaustive search, and we have 6 chests left to go.
I bet we'll find some ingredients around.
So that was less cool. But, you know, there was a lot of these guys that it was just like, you know what, can you... Yes, your profession is cool, and yes, you should feel cool about having this profession, but you're not acting as cool as you could be. And then there was just, you know, there was just this problem with a lot of these guys, but they were very samey. So I was always the one to look for, you know... I was always looking at people like the Amazing Jonathan, for example, because even though his act was, you know, basically the same thing every time he showed up on screen, for the most part, you know, he brought new tricks to the fore every once in a while. But every time that he showed up, he had a very cool attitude that you could really get into, that you could really enjoy. You know, he brought laughs to the show. And it became, you know, people like him became people that I could really enjoy watching because it wasn't the same, like, yes, it was the same damn thing over and over when you really get down to the bottom of it. But at the same time, it was something new was being brought to the table. So, you know, I'm thinking of people like Lester the Jester. There was, oh god, I gotta remember, there's this one guy who was like supposedly a scientist. And his things all was themed around the concepts of you know, I'm doing science, which was no, I want to be here.
Let's see.
And I want to grab that. So, you know, his thing was all themed around the concept of, I'm a scientist, this is me doing science-y things. Yep, science-y. That's the word I'm using. You know, this is me doing science-y things. And, you know, it was a very... was there? Yes. No, I already got that one. Okay. You know, this is me doing all these sciencey things, and you know, it was a very cool conceit. And you know, the you know, if you think about it and think what I just said, the big, you know, common ground between all these folks is comedy, sure. But you know, there were other people, you know. I mean, I'm gonna say Penn and Teller, and you're gonna go, hey, it's comedy. I'm like, well, yes, but they also brought something else to the table, and that's the, you know, that's the thing for me, is what else you bring to the table. I was recently going through the Seattle airport, and you know, Tacoma International, and as I was going through Tacoma International, I was going through one of the terminals, and there was this series of murals, and each of the murals was showing off a picture of a... I guess it was supposed to show a story of a magician doing a thing. I mean, it was the standard, like, magician, like, has this tube on wheels, and he's going to spin it around and show you there's nothing in the tube, and then he's going to, you know, tap it with his wand, and at the end of it, there's a person in the tube. Now, the problem is, this was done in a series of still pictures, so it wasn't exactly, like, the most interesting, because, okay, congratulations, you did magic in a bunch of still pictures. Great. You know, good for you. You can use Photoshop, or, I mean, let's be realistic here. Photoshop was not needed for this particular situation, because it was, again, still pictures. You don't even need Photoshop. You can just put the person in the freaking thing, and hey, they're there. But what really caught my attention was not the fact that this was extremely lame and had, you know, there was nothing there that was interesting is the thing. Like, it was, again, it was literally just a picture of a magician doing, or multiple still pictures of a magician doing a magician thing. Yeah, that was it. It was just a magician doing magic in still pictures. What really got my attention is that it was yet another magician who had a, you know, somewhat sour look on his face as he was doing the thing. And I'm never going to understand that. Like, I mean, he, at the very end, once the quote-unquote trick was complete, it was at that time that you finally see a smile on the dude's face. But, you know, that was it. And it was like, you know what? This is... Yeah, this is really kind of lame. Like, do you not pay attention to what it is that you put out? And that's what it really felt like at the end of the day. Is just like, yeah, you didn't, is there a lucky... There's a lucky emblem in this room. Ah.
Hey, let's see.
Okay, let's go ahead and go to the workshop. I still need a photo of the evening star, so we need to go out at night. Okay, so the question is, what did we unlock? We unlocked the arrow amulet. I don't really understand what the difference is, you know, between the... I guess the rosettes protect against the status effect. The armlet's probably all going to have just straight damage siphon. Maybe not. Just kind of weird they separated these out the way they did. Can I keyblade forge? I can. We have one adamantite, which I'm going to put directly into this. So at max level, it just... I now have a maxed out keyblade. Trophy unlocked Blade Master. We still haven't really had a chance to really mess with this. Okay, so the question is, what do I want to upgrade? I kind of want to upgrade the Kingdom Key, but I don't have any adamantite. Kind of want to upgrade Wheel of Fate. So I'm going to. Oh, it gets form change extended. That's exciting. Okay. We'll go ahead and hold on to that then. Are there any other ones in this room? No.
You taking my picture?
Sure.
Let's see.
Yes? Maybe? Gonna pose? No? Okay. Hi, Mimix.
If you are injured during battle, try to get yourself to safety until help arrives.
How exciting. Okay. Let's,
Hey, Sora.
I don't want to do that. I want to do the... How do I do the thing? The AR.
Hey, Sora.
Okay, we'll visit at night. We'll go look. I'll at least get the evening star picture. I imagine we're going to see multiple hidden Mickeys in the area. Made of lights. So we're going to be looking on the lookout for that. And then the other thing I got to figure out is, you know, we have 5 chests. Something like that. But yeah, every once in a while, I kind of get it into my head. That, hey, I'm going to go kind of watch a bunch of Magic videos. And, I don't know why. I don't know what actually gets me into doing it, but I'll just start doing it, and it's like, okay. Some of these are cool, and some of these are just people being... Oh, hey. So at night is when the jerks show up. Okay, what's the tallest building? That's the tallest building. Oh, hello. Wait. I see you. I see you. Come here. Hi. What's your minigame? Let me guess. Flying on Baymax and shooting targets? No. Balance on the flans to stay aloft. Okay. Oh. Oh, don't fall into the mouths of the ones that are trying to eat you. Okay. Man, I wish I could have seen the rest of the instructions prior to that minigame ending. Am I going to get a melon? I'm not going to even get a melon. Okay, so, as is typical, I'm going to need to, probably get above 20,000. Doom. Are they going to start spreading to other buildings at some point? Oh, yes, they will. Okay, that makes sense. So it's a bunch of just aerial control, apparently. I'm imagining this is going to get harder. Yep. Oh, dearie me. Okay. It's going to be fine, really. It's a pretty interesting minigame. We haven't done a lot with the concept of, like, aerial control prior to this world. So, this is kind of interesting. Okay, this is especially so. Oh, damn. I thought I could stick that landing. God, I gotta do all that all over again. That's gonna be a long minigame. At least that's worth a clap. Okay. A little bit curious. Let's go check on game records. So that's not all the Fantastic 7. We still have more to do. Though, Mike, what I'm curious about is if... By the way, there is no double jump, in case you were curious. Like, you cannot double jump. In this minigame. So I'm curious if the strategy here is to just hit the super bounce flan as quickly as possible and get launched to the next section. Like, I'm very curious if that's the case. Come on. There we go. And this is my friend. You. Get me to places. I need to not get eaten. We can do this. This shouldn't be that hard. So, like, should I have just gone straight to this guy earlier? Just kind of curious. I really gotta say, I'm enjoying these minigames much more than I enjoyed, like, the Mushroom 13 in Kingdom Hearts 2. Okay, that could have been really annoying. Just gonna go for... No! I should not have gone for it. Ah, darn it. I was like, I'm just gonna go for this guy over here. He's gonna be the one. It's still just a clap. I'm obviously going to need to get, you know, the full, you know, 20,000. Darn. Like, it's kind of exactly what I didn't want to see. Camera, can you work with me? So the question is, do I, like... So we got the Shining one who will launch me. So do you go for him early? Or do you go, you know what? I'm gonna wait until I've hit everybody else. Because that way... this is a problem. Darn. This is... Like, I'm not going to say this is harder than it looks because that's a little bit disingenuous. I'm just sucking. But, man. This certainly feels a little bit more difficult than I would have given it credit for. And it's not difficult, like, because the actual movements are hard. It's only difficult because I have to figure out what the best positioning is. And kind of predict movement. The problem is, it feels like sometimes I can move more on some jumps than other ones. Like, I get a fair amount of movement here, but I don't know if this is just because the frame of reference is different. Like, for some reason, it feels like I'm actually able to get less distance off these jumps for some reason. I'm not quite sure why that would be. Who's my dude? You're my dude. It also takes a while to be able to see which one you're going to be able to play with. Okay. So... that's the dude I get to play with. And then you. And then you. And then you're next. Come here. Okay, we're not going after that last guy. We're just going to go straight to this one. Okay, where's that launch me? Okay, back over here. Okay, fine. Yeah, that rooftop, the rooftop with all of those guys, that is a painful rooftop. Just trying to figure out what order do I need to hit them in to get to where I need to go. Okay, where's it launching me now? Back to this rooftop. Okay. Okay, go after this guy right here. That's actually what I don't want. I do not want to go skydiving. Okay, now I want to go skydiving. Where am I going now? Same exact place. Okay. I'm okay with going back and forth between these two rooftops. Again, we're going for at least 20k. 20k is the goal here. Where are we going? Okay. This feels like a skydive. Yep. And I'm just going to go immediately back to this guy. So I don't know how much of a bounce I'm going to get off that other group. Okay, we're up to 20k. Awesome. Just for in case, I'm going to go to 25. Which I should get off of this group here. And then we'll go ahead and stop. So we're still looking for a bunch of Mickeys. I'll spend a little bit of time looking for Mickeys today. Or do we want to save that for next time? It's going to fall off. Hopefully 24-9 is good enough, right? I imagine it will be. Jump, jump. Cool. Traction extender, huh? 3 melons. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the gummy phone. How are we looking? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 of the Fantastic 7. The big question is, where's the last one? And we gotta do all the links. Gotta go redo the 100 Acre Wood. We're actually only missing 4 lucky emblems. That's kind of amazing to me. And we're only missing 4 treasure chests, too. Okay, guys, it's going to be it for me. When I come back next time, we're going to finish up in this world. Expect me to do a little bit of collection attempts in the Caribbean as well. And we're going to go from there. Thanks for watching, y'all. I'll see you next time.